Good evening. Welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. This evening, Celtic have made a statement. They have become Statement FC in the making. Yes, Celtic have made a statement this evening saying that they will appeal the red card for Austin Trusty, and quite rightly so. They have become. There has been no less than three ex-referees from the English Premier League who have looked at the decision by VAR to get involved with the Trusty incident. And all three of them have said that it was no way a red card. Three former English referees, Hackett, Gallagher and Clattenburg, have all said that the red for Trusty was wrong. We all know why Beaton and McLean have a different view. It's time for transparency. And the fans don't officiate matches. That fans don't officiate matches which have a conflict of interest. It's Scottish football. You're never going to get away from the fact that the majority of Scottish referees are Rangers fans. It's been like that for a long time. Rangers fans will say they're not Scottish, they're not Rangers fans, but well, no, they are. But anyway, we digress because in the same, I'll get it onto the, where is it? Celtic. I'll get it onto the official Celtic statement on the land of Twitter. Let me just. It says we can confirm the Celtic Football Club will be submitting an appeal to the SFA in relation to the red card imposed on Austin Trusty following the intervention of VAR in Sunday's match at Tynecastle. That is Celtic put out on their social media platforms. Hopefully, what it does mean is hopefully that the referee will not get to referee and the VAR. Dallas, we all know the history of Dallas, and I don't mean the TV programme. I mean the club that they support, and hopefully there'll be no officiating with Dallas over Celtic between now and the end of the season. It's got to be said. I think that, you know, we all know that Dallas is one of them. It is well known. As far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't be anywhere near Celtic's games. I'm just trying to jump into one of the comments there. Are we bad losers or is bad drawers? When you look at it, I mean, I've looked at it several times today, and when you slow it down, doesn't matter if that the player was going down whether Trusty touched him or not. It's as simple as that. It happened all over the pitch, you know, and I think that three former referees, top flight English referees, coming out and saying, nah, it was never a red. The referee got it right. It was a yellow card. The ball, like Martin O'Neill said, the ball was going diagonal. It wasn't heading to goal. There was a covering defender. You know, the player might not got the strike on goal. Was it a goal scoring opportunity? No, it wasn't. As far as they were saying. Anyway, we move on from that because Callum McGregor has been speaking also after the game yesterday, and he said that he is determined to lead Celtic back to the top of Scottish football. He said, look, there is no chance that I'm moving to Saudi Arabia. He brushed it aside. Asked about speculation, McGregor said bluntly, no, I am here. Celtic currently third in the Premier League, as we all know. McGregor is even more determined because of what has happened. We've had a difficult spell, says McGregor. We're used to winning. Then things don't go our way. So now you've got to show everyone that you want to be a winner. You want to stay and you want to fight and you want to make the club successful. Apart from the 2021 season when Rangers won the title during COVID, Celtic have generally been dominant in Scottish football. the COVID year when Rangers Football Club submitted their own um, COVID tests to a company in Belfast. Need we say any less? But anyway, he has also come out and says that we need to get some players in. Callum McGregor also said, I think every season you need to keep strengthening, keep trying to make the team better and to keep the squad better. So much the same. Obviously, everyone knows the situation we're in. We do need a little bit of help in terms of quality, in terms of boosting the squad. Now, people said to me this morning, we've got 33 players. How is the squad not big enough? How is it not good enough? Callum McGregor's laid it on the line to all you fans that were questioning it this morning. He says, we need players in. That's your captain speaking. Do you know, in terms of boosting the squad, I'm sure the manager will get players that we need, said Callum McGregor. Not me. But anyway, let's jump into the comments and see what everyone is saying about that breaking news tonight. Finally, Celtic standing up and being counted when it matters in regards to the I think the one thing that we can take, I mean, it's the second time in a year, and it's embarrassing for the power brokers. Dermot Desmond must look at Celtic, and if he looks at any Celtic media, and if Dermot Desmond, maybe not even Dermot, don't know if his son Ross is that interested in what's going on at Celtic, and if his son looks at the captain of the football club, for 2 transfer windows, the captain of the football club has pleaded with the power brokers at Celtic Park. Has pleaded with the power brokers at Celtic Park for Celtic to get a move on in the transfer window, and get some players in. Surely the manager and the captain both calling. 2 different managers, 2 completely different managers. Surely them both calling on the Celtic board to get its act together. Surely Dermot Desmond has to see that and has to speak to the captain. I don't know if he's not going to speak to the manager and ask the manager what's happening. What do you feel is happening with transfers? How do you feel that it's going? You know, if he doesn't take the manager at face value, it means he doesn't take the captain at face value. But anyway, let me jump into the comments and see what people are saying. That ref on Sunday was bad on Sunday. He lost the plot. Yeah, it was always he was champing at the bit, as they say, to send off a Celtic player during the game. He was champing at the bit to book a Celtic player. What makes it worse is John Beaton is married to a family of Celtic fans. Maybe it was his own family. And how do you know this, Michelle? That Cheating Beaton has married into a family of Celtic fans. I wonder how that is. Joseph says he was diving. Scales, Murray, Trusty, goalkeeper. Players, in fact, what? It doesn't make sense, Joseph. But anyway, I'll read it anyway. McGregor talking about previous manager, not Celtic captain behaviour. Every player, if you're talking about Wilfred Nancy, every single player talks about previous managers as being rubbish when they leave. Do you know? Every single player. The SFA are corrupt, all out to help Hearts or Rangers win. Nothing happened to McInnes coming into the Celtic dugout. Speaking of that, it happened to Neil Lennon. Yes. Oh, and it's not even that. I mean, we haven't spoke about that. Derek McInnes fucking going mental at Fozzie in the Celtic dugout. The last time that happened was with Neil Lennon and Ali McCoist. And when it did happen with Neil Lennon and Ali McCoist, there was a meltdown in the media, and they blamed the fans, the shame game, they called it. And then they brought in laws to stop fans doing stuff. But anyway, we move on from it. Because there's nothing, you can complain all you want about how he shouldn't have entered the technical area. The referee should have given him a yellow card for even daring to enter. You're not allowed to enter another technical area. You're meant to stay in your own technical area. Derek McInnes should have been yellow carded, even red carded. Way up into the stand, you rocket. Honestly. Did you see the Paris? Nope. That red card was a joke. We need to appeal it. Well, hopefully Celtic will be. Well, they have said that they are going to appeal it. Celtic Football Club will be submitting an appeal to the SFA in relation to the red card imposed on Austin Trusty following the intervention of VAR during Sunday's match at Tynecastle. Now, hopefully that will be submitted tonight, and it'll be seen within, a matter of urgency by the SFA. The card is rescinded and the player's ready to go for the game this weekend. And then it'll be a case of the Huns will go into a complete meltdown because we own the SFA. We own the SFA. I can't wait till it gets overturned. And then the Huns go into a real meltdown. Celtic never get a sending off. But anyway, the referees on Who's TV's telly. If you're not, it's a red. So, well, there you go. Clubs should buy players. Fuck taking a stance. Make sure you join at 8 o'clock tonight, Celtic Park time, because I'm going to do a big poll about, and I'm going to discuss about the way forward for the Celtic fans, because I think that the Celtic fans have given Celtic Football Club a month of free gratis, just free. They've given them a buy this month. Celtic do have a backbone, says Helen. Need a defender, right winger, and another midfielder, and a striker. Well, seemingly Celtic aren't too happy with Birmingham now that Birmingham have said that Kyogo can go out on loan. Kyogo didn't want to come back to Celtic, so we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Just saying, beating McLean should never get to officiate any of our games again. Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. I hope that's what I'm hoping for. Beating, and it's not even that. It's Dallas should never get near any of our games. But anyway, but his daddy will make sure that he does. Still say we have to win games. Losing and drawing is not Celtic, says Michael. Yeah, but I think that we can all say that the damage is done. I don't think that they would have got the 2-2 draw, but if we'd managed to keep the player on the pitch. But anyway, we get on with it. Why can't we get English referees? Would it be better than the ones we have? Well, the English fans say that English referees are shite. Do you think the powers will retract? Yes, they have to. They'll look at it and they'll say, it'll go to a committee. It'll go to a committee. A strongly worded letter sent to deflect from the glaring inadequacies on the park. We have seen this before. This will be seeing silly column defendant's decision. Oh dear, we got it wrong again. Yeah, of course it will be. McGregor was too embarrassed with himself to do an interview. Going through that. My faith on the board ran out ages ago. They need to go. How do you what is the next move then, Brian? Make sure you join us at 8 o'clock tonight, where we can have an adult discussion, about what action that the fans need to take, as damaging as it may be on the team between now and the end of the season. I mean, it looks like that we're not going to win the league anyway. So, would you forgo the league to get rid of Nichols and Mackay? Or is there anything that the Celtic fans can do right now, starting on the 3rd? And there's an update from the Celtic Fans Collective also. The Celtic Fans Collective did put out an email this afternoon. And it says we can confirm the details of the next meeting of the Celtic Fans Collective. It will be on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. And there'll be a Zoom link for anyone that cannot attend in person. In-person attendance is strongly encouraged where possible. Sounds like the numbers might have dropped down at the last meeting. We recognise that there are a wide range of views on the next course of action. This meeting will provide an important opportunity to discuss these collectively. It would be helpful if a representative of Celtic supporters, clubs and fan groups could consult their members in advance. So that's what we're going to do over the next couple of days until this meeting. We're going to try and get a collective on the channel, what people think that the fans, what you, the people that go to games and people that sit at home and people that have an interest in Celtic Football Club, what you think that the next course of action should be. Let's not let this be decided by a couple of geezers in a room at Celtic Park. Let's get as many people putting forward ideas, and I shall submit it, if possible, on the evening. But we'll wait and see. We will wait and see if my voice is heard. Probably not. Anyway, pity we can't be as quick with new signings. Yeah, tell me about it. Pity we can't be as quick with sacking board members. Always up against it. 12 men since we were founded. Final day of the transfer at this rate, we will be even unveiling Palmer returning. Don't say that. He pulled at Trusty, lost balance, fall in front of Trusty. Yeah. I mean, you could see him pushing Trusty. You could see him pushing, and then he lost his balance when he was pushing. But anyway, Stephen Johnson is in the house. Thanks for your kind words this morning, Jesus. I had a very bad start to the week, personal reasons. But there you go. Stephen Johnson getting a little word of kindness, which was much appreciated this morning. Nancy, fuck knows what he did. Need a bachelor in midfield. Couldn't string 3 passes together yesterday. Yeah, that's true. Bottom line is, we can blame managers, we can blame players, we can blame referees. All we want, the major problem is the board. They are dinosaurs. Oops, I just put down the wrong thing. Step. Yeah, WhatsApp me after this. McInnes is a talented manager. Lacked class yesterday with his comments. Listen, I've said that McInnes has got Hearts playing. I'm not going on it again, but if you know what I said, you know what I said. I'm not going to repeat it because that's giving them far too much credit. Hearts players dropping like a sack of tatties every little contact, just like Rangers did in the 1990s when Derek McInnes was a player. That's all that he's got them down. Shocking Martin O'Neill gets booked, but nothing for McInnes. Yes. Will McInnes get a retrospective ban, touchline ban, for entering the opponent's dugout? He came out and said he didn't like the way that one of the Celtic staff celebrated the Celtic goal. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. That is very, very true. Very true. McLean only gave yellows to Trusty, and the abuse from the 2 Hearts players merited a yellow. It's a joke. Yeah. Any transfer updates? Not really. I wouldn't expect any expect a quiet week with regards of Celtic and transfers. There's nothing major going to happen this week. We have the European game to contend with on Thursday evening. So Martin O'Neill and Celtic will do a press conference on Wednesday. The board will not put out any further information. Martin O'Neill will be asked on Wednesday and about transfers, about incomings, and he'll say that he hopes to have a deal concluded before the end of the window. But anyway, I'll get rescinded. The damage is done now. Yeah, the damage is done. You know, exactly what did Fozzie do for McInnes to go mental? Probably turned around and went, "Get it up, you dirty orange bastards!" I'll say it. I don't give a shit. I get pelters for the Huns anyway. I get pelters for them dirty orange bastards anyway. So he probably said, "Fucking get up, you dirty orange bastards." Or you fucking little Huns. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? Do you know what I mean? Oh, Jesus. Fozzie apparently says, "Get it right up you when you scored." Big deal. Big deal. Let's start with 30 labs. The transfers are all done. The board are weak. They turned a European club into a Sunday League outfit. I don't think the transfers are all done. He probably said dirty liquid J&G. You can't give Celtic the 3 points. All they can do is rescind the card, and that is it. You seen my dance on Twitter? You seen my dance on Twitter? Send me a link to it on Twitter. I knew somebody would screenshot it. Hey, sexy lady. Oh, the young man style dance. Oh, God. That's all I need. Oh, man. But anyway, when it regards it is all quiet on the transfer front come to Celtic. You better find that and send it to me. Oh, God. 60 laps for Trusty. I don't know. We should push like the Huns in the past, certain refs away from the games. Yeah, I think we should. I think we should definitely do that. But anyway, right, make sure you join me at 8 p.m. Celtic Park time tonight. And we're going to talk about what Celtic fans can do next with regards to protesting against the board. Or is it time to just give up and accept that the board are going to be in place? The 2 board members that we want removed of duty, do we just give up and just do what they've done? Get to the end of the season, wait till a new manager comes in and hopefully things change. Tell me your thoughts on that tonight. On that note, what is Spain Saturday? Still Saturday. What are you talking about? Anyway, have a fantastic evening, Celtic fans, and I shall see you at 8 p.m. Celtic Park time tonight.